It's the Griffins and the Gators today on the REV Game of the Week. It's Martin Luther King Day, and students are off, but we have afternoon soccer here at the Pit. Dutchtown boys soccer versus Sanoma. I'm Jeff Porsche, and when we come back, we will talk about the game and give you the starting lineups. Stay tuned. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Here in Louisiana, our culture is the drumbeat of our lives. It's in everything we do. Sport, play, and staying connected. And REV is here to help you keep up with it all with Buku Speed. Internet speed that keeps going, connecting people across 10 parishes with homegrown support and service right in your backyard. Welcome to the next level in speed and reliability. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Welcome back to the REV Game of the Week. Monday afternoon boys soccer at the Pit. I'm Jeff Porsche. Jolie Hartman is out today. She is sick, and we hope she gets well soon. But I'll be covering this game here from the Pit. As you see the crowd coming in, it is a cold day. This is one of the coldest games that we have had in recent memory here on the REV Game of the Week. The temperature is in the low 40s. It's expected to be around 40 to 43 all afternoon, but there's a lot of wind too. The wind is 10 miles an hour, and it's blowing from the northeast to the southwest. Now, from the perspective of the Pit, it's going to be blowing primarily from left to right on your screen, as you can see how the flags are going. So that's something to keep an eye on. This game moved up from Tuesday because we're expecting 6 inches of snow tomorrow, so that's probably not good weather for boys soccer, girls soccer, or any soccer for that matter. Now, our matchup today is a district showdown between Dutchtown and Sanoma. Dutchtown's 4-7-5 and 1-1 in district. Sanoma is 9-8-5, 1-1-2 in district. Now, taking a look at the coaches on both sides. On the Dutchtown side, the visitors, they are coached by Marcus Dyer, and he comes from Woodlawn High School, and he's back there. There he is with the beard, and he comes from Woodlawn High School, as I said. He got to the finals 2 out of the last 3 years. He didn't make it last year, but he made it to the finals and lost both times, but he got there, and he has given Dutchtown its biggest success in school history. And last year he was the undefeated district champs. He's lost a game in district already, but he still has a great resume. As far as Sanoma goes, you have first-year coach Kevin Hooprich. He replaces Coach Garcia, who is now over at Prairieville. And he comes from San Diego originally. He moved to Baton Rouge when he was 15. He is an LSU grad with a degree in sports administration, and he was an assistant at Episcopal High School before coming over to coach the Amant Gators. He has some big shoes to fill and replace from Adrian Garcia, but he has done a great job this year, and this is a team that will be playing in the postseason when the regular season ends next week on Monday. And so we're going to get to the national anthem right now, and then we'll get to the starting lineups. So Sanama hosting Dutchtown boys soccer in our REV game of the week. And we're going to jump right ahead to the starting lineups for both clubs. And we'll get to Dutchtown, the visitors first. Their goalkeeper, Brady Carroll. And then they have 4 defensemen, Seth Miliotto, Damon Davis, Caleb Barrow, and Austin Wilson. Midfielders are Michael Brizard, Preston Springer, and Garreton Savoy. And then you have their forwards, Noah Crescetto, Jake Shea, and Owen Fletcher. That's your starting lineup for the Dutchtown Griffins. Starters for the home team, the Amant Gators. In goal, you're going to have Cohen Whitmer. And then the rest of their lineup, Abram Lawless, Maddox Parker, Jace Golson, Colson Carreras, Carter Arsenault, Jace Fierro, Tommy Frazier, Caden Manchester. He's the big scoring threat on this team. You're going to see either Tucker Bourgeois in that second-to-last spot or number 7, Bronson Perez. Bronson Perez was the original slated starter, but he was going to be a game-time decision, and we'll see if he comes out or if Bourgeois comes out. And then finally you have Brant Lawless to finish the starting lineup for the Amant Gators. Now, we said this is going to be a cold one. It's about 41 degrees right now. It's only supposed to get up to about 42, 43 today, and then it's going to get really cold over the next 2 or 3 days. So if you think it's cold today, just wait until tomorrow, and the day after that for that matter. And so the officials, they're all bundled up, wearing their long sleeves. It's going to be cold for some of these guys on both sides, although they play winter soccer on the boys and girls side in Louisiana, so they're used to having cold weather. But this might be about as cold as you can get for an afternoon game. And there's the Dutchtown Griffins. They are the visitors, and they're going to be wearing their white jerseys today. And Sanama is going to wear their home traditional black jerseys. And so Griffins and Gators coming up on the REV game of the week as both teams come out of their huddles. And we are just about ready to go. And I guess what we could do right now while we wait for the game to start is talk about some of the keys to victory that Jolie Hartman provided for us. And so if you're on the Dutchtown side, you're going to have to eliminate space and attack the sides and hopefully win some of the 50-50 balls that you're going to get coming up. As far as Sandoval goes, it's a home game, so you got to take some pride and protect the pit. Play together on all sides of the game. Got to be a complete team effort if you're going to beat a team like the Dutchtown Griffins. And they're looking for a victory, and they haven't had a victory against the Griffins in a while. Last season, you may recall, we had this boys game on the REV game of the week, and Sandoval had a 1-0 lead at halftime, and then they scored an own goal and then gave up a goal late in the second half to lose 2-1. And then 2 years ago, you had the 0-0 tie in the regular season that we covered, and then they met in the second round of the playoffs, and Sandoval lost to Dutchtown here at the pit in overtime 1-0. So they played 2 full games and then some, and only 1 goal was scored, and that was on the Dutchtown side 2 years ago. And a lot of players on both sides remember that. And we have a pass inside very quickly. Dutchtown trying to play aggressive, and they get it out of bounds. And looks like it's going to be a free kick for the Gators, as Preston Springer had an opportunity in the box, but unsuccessful, and now Sandoval will try to take possession. Like we said, the wind is blowing from left to right, so that the team in the first half going from left to right has a bit of an advantage. That's Dutchtown right now as far as the wind goes, but Sandoval trying to get some early momentum as they try to get the pass down to Perez. So Perez is starting, but blocked by the Dutchtown defenders, and ball in the middle part of the field. Nice pass downfield over to Fletcher, and he gets it on the left side. now taken by Springer. And defended well by Santa Ma. There's a player on the ground and a whistle and a foul. So it's going to be a free kick for the Gators. So we are just underway here at the pit. No score between Dutchtown and Santa Ma. And this is going to go all the way down towards the goalie in the corner, trying to get it to Manchester, but it goes out. And so it's going to be a corner kick as it went off of a Dutchtown defender. And so the corner will be handled by Tommy Frazier, number 17, for the Gators. Early scoring opportunity, perhaps, for Santa Ma. And it goes in, a little high, header, and taken away by Dutchtown. And here comes the Griffins trying to get to it, but Santa Ma will set up. And you see over here number 29, Lawless, trying to get it inside. Good defense by Dutchtown. And it's going to go out of bounds, and so we're going to get a throw in for the Gators. So 3 minutes have expired, still no score. And a header from Santa Ma, nobody home, and knocked away by Miliotto. And a throw in for the Gators. So taken by the Griffins on defense, and they're going to try to get it through. And Fletcher on the left side can't maintain possession, and a quick throw in for the Gators. So now we'll switch and operate from the right side, from the left side. As a pass taken by the Griffins, and here comes Fletcher on the right side, maybe looking for the cross, and blocked by Santa Ma, and they'll get it over to number 32, Carreras. But now possession for the Griffins. Brizard in the center now goes out of bounds on a quick throw in. Now they'll slow it down, set up their offense. And they're going to get a long header from Santa Ma. And now they'll try to get it down to Manchester, and makes a nice move. And they're going to, that was actually Perez who was pushed from behind, and a whistle, and Santa Ma possession after the foul. And now they're going to try to get it inside. He gets through, and it's going to get all the way to the goalkeeper, Brady Carroll. And he gets it away quickly, trying to get it to Shea on the left side. As now 5 minutes have expired. Now you see this is Savoy with possession for the Gators. For the Griffins, and you have a push from behind by Parker. And it'll be Dutchtown possession as the player, I believe that was Fletcher, who was hit by Parker. A little sore, and we may have to get a substitution here. And he's going to go and talk over with Coach Dyer, and I think it was a blow to the head, and so he's going to have to go and get that checked out. And so we're going to have a sub, number 47, Edwin Fuentes, is going to come in for Dutchtown. And so here's a kick from about 60 out, gets through, left side, but can't maintain possession. Cressetto had an opportunity, but it's going to be a free kick for the Gators. Both of these teams pretty evenly matched up. The records maybe don't indicate that, but you can't always count on the records for a gauge on whether teams or how teams match up, as Dutchtown is 4-7-5, and that's very unusual for Dutchtown boys soccer, for a team that's been to the state finals 2 of the last 3 years, and there's a couple of reasons for that. The main one is that they played a tough schedule. They've lost to Baton Rouge High. They've lost, or they actually beat or tied with Baton Rouge High, but they've also lost to St. Paul, Willow School, Ben Franklin, Captain Shreve. They've lost to some good clubs. They also lost to Denham Springs, who is still unbeaten in district and unbeaten on the season. And so that's kind of one product of their record right there. The other thing is they've lost a few players. They're not as deep as they usually are because both Dutchtown and Santa Ma have lost players to the new Prairieville High School. And so they don't have the depth that they used to have as well. And they've been able to work through that, and they're still a threat as it nearly gets inside, and yet a collision between Perez and the goalkeeper, Carroll. We play on, though. Perez almost had an opportunity there. Now we try the left side with the Griffins. And pass inside. Trying to get it through 4 defenders, and he cannot, but we have a whistle. And so the attempt by Brizard. The whistle came before that. See a nice attempt. Good defense right there by Whitner, the goalie. And so you're going to have a free kick handled by Brizard for the Griffins. So here's an opportunity for Dutchtown. And very quick, a lot of velocity, and it's still loose. And Santa Ma gets it away. I believe that was Lawless who got it in the clear, and now you'll get a throw-in. So the throw-in coming from Milioto. So gets it in toward the box, and it's going to go straight to Whitmer, and he makes the catch. And now they're going to go quickly on the left side, and this is Manchester now going center. Good ball handling, good pass to his right. That's over to Fierro, and now advancing very quickly, and the cross knocked away. Good defense by Dutchtown, but Santa Ma maintains possession. An opportunity for the Gators. Met by a couple of Dutchtown defenders, gets inside to the goalkeeper, Carroll. Still no score. Now you see Wilson on the right, now gets it down, trying to get to Fuentes, but cannot get to him, and Santa Ma sets up. Switch, and the pass blocked by Shea, and it'll be a throw-in for Dutchtown as Wilson will throw it in. And a good job right there by Arsenault on the defense for Santa Ma, as Santa Ma will go and try to see how far they can get downfield. They don't have the numbers right there. It's 4 defenders back for Dutchtown, but it goes out and they'll throw it in, and so now they'll set up. And they're trying to get it down over to Lawless. And it goes out. And it'll be a Dutchtown throw-in. Long pass downfield, trying to get it to Fuentes, and it's going to go out, and another throw-in. Springer with the ball for Dutchtown, and they'll set up, and long pass center, knocked away by Santa Ma. Now over to Wilson for the Griffins. Now over to Savoy, and now they'll try to pass inside, and that's Fuentes, and it's knocked away, and now here come the Gators playing aggressive, getting it to Manchester, and a nice move again, and he's going to try the left side, knocked away by Wilson, and he'll get it to his goalkeeper, and he will kick it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Gators. It's been a pretty aggressive first half so far on both sides. Both sides trying to get some early scoring opportunities. Good crowd today considering the weather, but it is a Monday, but it is a school holiday. As a Martin Luther King holiday is maybe the reason some of these players maybe have parents as teachers, or maybe they're off for the holiday as well. So you got a decent crowd for a Monday afternoon. They are bundled up big time, though, as it is a cold day. There are some fans over on the Gator side here on the pit, at the pit, excuse me. As you see the pass, trying to get it to Shea. Now Fuentes trying to get there, but good job by Parker getting it to Whitmer. Now you have Lawless. And a shot very quickly by Savoy, and the save goes straight to Cohen Whitmer. As you see, errant pass by the Gators, an opportunity for Savoy, but it goes straight to the goalkeeper. You know that goalkeeper is cold. He's wearing that mask out there. And there's a lot of time when the goalkeeper is just standing there and he's not moving around like the other players on the field. You got to just stand there and wait for the action to come to you. So you know he gets a little probably colder than anybody else. And so it's going to go off of the Griffins, and it'll be a quick throw in for the Gators, and they're trying to get it down over to Brant Lawless, but the header away, and they'll get another opportunity. This is Abram Lawless to throw it in. And they get it over to Frazier, and it's going to go down to the goalkeeper, and he'll just kick it. And it goes straight to a Santa Maria player who strikes over the goal. So a good opportunity there for points from Brant Lawless, but it goes high. It's now about 15 minutes in, and we remain scoreless. That is not a surprise when these two teams play. They play really good defense, and these two teams are major rivals in Ascension Parish. On the boys' side, this is usually the matchup. Santa Maria and Dutchtown. Now this year, East Ascension has kind of leveled the playing field, and they have had a good season as well. So you have three teams that are playing really well. As you see, the strike from Manchester, and it's blocked away from the Griffins. And now you see Fuentes trying to make something happen for the Griffins. 50-50 ball won by the Gators. And now you had Frazier on the right side setting up. And taken away by the Griffins. Now Savoy back to Broussard. Now Santa Maria, while Dutchtown has a losing record, they have a winning record on the season, as that pass inside the through ball not there to Fuentes. Santa Maria has a 9-8-5 record, and they're 1-1-2 in district. They've played a really tough schedule as well. They actually tied St. Paul's. They lost to Baton Rouge High, lost to the Willow School. So both of these teams have played similar opponents, and they've lost to similar opponents. They've also lost to Lakeshore. They've lost to Denham Springs. They've lost to Central Lafourche. It's 15-4-4 on the season. So they've lost to some good teams, but they also have some good wins. Like I said, they tied St. Paul's. That's one that'll open up some eyes. As now you see the player in the stocking cap right there, Tommy Frazier, number 17, trying to get it to Manchester. Here's an opportunity, and the cross blocked, knocked away by Santa Maria, but here's another opportunity for the Gators. And now they'll get it over to Frazier on the left. defended by Shea, and so they'll drop back and get ready. This is Lawless. A couple of players in those stocking caps for Santa Maria. And I'm not going to say anything because I'm wearing one too because it's cold and our windows are open. Maddox Parker gets it over to Frazier. They wear it more stylish than I do, though. It's Frazier down to Manchester. And he saves it, or does he? The whistle, and it's out. So now approaching the 18-minute mark, and we remain scoreless. Dutchtown versus Santa Maria on the Rev game of the week. So they're talking it over. This is Wilson who's going to throw it in. That's Savoy, and a tackle and a whistle, and it's going to be a free kick for the Griffins. So Manchester and Savoy making contact right there. Or excuse me, possession for the Gators. My fault. Abram Lawless will kick. Trying to get it inside here. It's gotten a little cooler as the shot inside and goes in to Brady Carroll. It was sunny about 15 minutes ago, and now it's gotten very cloudy, so it's gotten a little cooler. The wind, though, has not picked up. There's still some wind, but it looks like it may be reversing field and going a little bit from right to left. So the wind has changed a little bit. The weather has changed out from pregame. And so the header from Santa Maria, and it comes into Brant Lawless, and he'll set up. Gets it over to Abram Lawless, but Carroll's going to kick it over to number 6, Caleb Barrow. Barrow trying to get it over on the left side, but taken away by the Gators, and here come the Gators. And the pass knocked away. Carreras with the pass, and now taken away by Dutchtown. Carreras gets his foot on it, and Santa Maria has it back to Carreras. And trying to get it center at midfield. Now over to Manchester. Manchester working inside now. He's got 3 helpers with him. He's going to go as far as he can. Gets a 25 out and then the pass knocked away by Shea. And now Broussard has it for the Griffins. They're trying to keep it inbounds. He does, but it's taken away by the Gators. And here's a potential through ball, and it gets there, and a turnaround kick and a save. What a save, and it's going to be a corner. Brady Carroll did a great job right there as you had a nice turnaround from Brant Lawless, number 10, and it got through, but the dive save, and so now a corner for Santa Maria. And it's going to be handled by number 17, Tommy Frazier. And Shea's going to check out for the Griffins. Manchester and Carreras going to check out for the Gators. So another corner opportunity, the second corner opportunity for Santa Maria here this afternoon. Gets it inside, high, header, and it's still in traffic. And Dutchtown knocks it away, and so it's going to go all the way back about 50 yards out. And Lawless will take it there. Abram Lawless trying to get it inside. Header by Dutchtown. Now they'll set up left Parker. Now switch. Now back to the middle. And Dutchtown has possession. Still no score. You've had some substitutions in here for the second part of this first half, and now you see number 11 right there, Preston Springer, trying to make something happen, trying to weave through traffic, and it's knocked away. Brant Lawless has it. And now center, pass right, knocked away by Dutchtown. And now here comes Dutchtown. Nice give and go. And now you have Wilson trying to center it, and it's going to be taken away by Parker. But here comes some pressure from Springer on Frazier. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Gators look like they will throw it in, although now they're going to say maybe Dutchtown maybe went off of Frazier. He disagrees with the call, but he won't get any justice from that. Miliota is going to throw it in. So here you see on the replay. We'll see what they can do as a quick throw in. And an attempt at a header, but it's knocked away by the Gators. And it's going to go past midfield. And it's taken there by Caleb Barrow for the Griffins. Santa Maria had a great scoring opportunity, but a beautiful save by Carroll off the shot from Lawless, and we remain scoreless. Now you have Brizard past midfield, trying to through ball, and it's headed away. Now Savoy for Dutchtown. He thinks about going right. Now he drops back. Gets it over to Davis. And the Griffins will set up with Barrow. Pressure from the Gators. That's number 16, Tucker Bourgeois. And it's going to be a throw-in for Santa Maria. Or maybe a free kick. So you see a good job right there by Bourgeois. So they decide to drop it back to Parker, and they'll set up, trying to get it inside. And looking for Perez. And now Davis has it for the Griffins, and he'll take it down to midfield. Still with possession. Now loses it. And now this is Frazier. Trying to make something happen, and a trip from behind and a whistle. So Brizard guilty there, and you'll get a free kick for Santa Maria. Abram Lawless with the opportunity. He'll try to get it inside. High ball, and it's headed away. And it's going to get back to Lawless, but no, it does not actually. It's taken by Savoy. But it's stolen. And push from behind and a whistle, but before that, you had the foul, and it'll be free kick from Dutchtown. So may have gotten Fierro with the foul before Dutchtown pushed the defender down. So about 15 minutes left to go in a very fast-paced first half, but scoreless. And it's going to go out, and a quick throw-in for the Gators. This is Rex Senior. So they'll wait to set up. And it looks like we're going to have a couple of subs, as checking out of the game on the Dutchtown side will be Crescetto and Fuentes. Good shot right there of Coach Hooprich for Santa Maria. He's done a good job this season. Like I said, he's replacing Adrian Garcia, who was a long-time boys coach, but he moved to Prairieville, the new school here in the parish, at the end of last season. And he has them playing very well. We'll talk about Prairieville and some of the things that have happened to them over the last week at halftime. We'll also talk about the rest of the district. Now, there was a doubleheader scheduled on Tuesday, Santa Maria and Dutchtown boys and girls. Now, this is the boys' half of the doubleheader. It got moved up to Monday because of the expected snow in tomorrow's forecast. I believe the girls will be playing on Sunday. So this is now just one game to my knowledge. it's a tough break for both sides because that's a fun doubleheader to have, and it's probably going to be a good draw and a good gate, but there was no way they were going to play. On Friday afternoon, they canceled school for Tuesday because of the upcoming weather. Actually, this morning they have canceled school for Wednesday as well, as here's an opportunity for Sanoma. As you see, Manchester trying to be aggressive, goes out, and he'll throw it in. So the soonest that Ascension Parish Schools will be back in session will be Thursday. And that's not a 100% certainty yet either. But as of right now, school is canceled for Tuesday and Wednesday. So to throw in, and still in danger and setting up on the left side. This is Frazier. He's got a lane. Good footwork, and the shot is blocked. But here comes another opportunity. A shot from about 25 yards out from Fierro, and it's wide. So another good scoring opportunity by Sanoma, but this one is wide. As you see, he's trying to bend it on that right post, but a little bit too much. And you see the shot right there of Brady Carroll. Fortunate to stay scoreless right now, as he made a beautiful save earlier on a shot from Lawless, and that shot from Fierro, not on goal, right and out. And so with 11:42 left to go here in the first half, we remain scoreless. So it'll push from behind, and the header from Frazier, he's going to be guilty of the foul. Sanoma has had the better looks so far at the goal over the last 10-15 minutes. Dutchtown had an early opportunity in the first 5 minutes of the game. Since then, they've had their moments. Savoy did have a potential shot earlier, and now the Griffins will set up. This is Landry, and push from behind and out of bounds. Perez saying no foul. There is no foul, but the quick throw in for the Griffins. This is Brizard trying to go left, but defender is there. Now Brizard from about 30 out still has possession. He's going to go over to the right to Savoy. And now Wilson passes inside and trying to weave through traffic. Knocked away by Sanoma. And you have contact, no whistle. We play on. A pass inside by Wilson, and Dutchtown staying on the offensive, but it'll go out. As can't get it over to Miliotto. Throw in from the Gators, and now they will move very quickly. So Dutchtown has to get down on defense fast, and a shot and in, and a goal from Manchester, and it's 1-0 Sanoma. As Manchester is just so fast. Look at his speed, and he got through two defenders, and he nailed it on that right post, or the far post. It's the left post working from the right, but that was a beautiful goal. And Sanoma strikes first, 1-0, 30 minutes in. Good shot of Manchester right there. As you had the quick throw in, and Dutchtown's defenders a little slow getting back, and Manchester beat him, got the shot, and that was a tough angle that he got it from, but he was able to make the shot and take the early 1-0 lead. That's what happened last season too in the game over at Griffin Field, as Manchester scored in the first half, made it 1-0, and then Dutchtown came back for the 2-1 victory. We'll see if Sanoma can hold on and defeat Dutchtown this time. So Sandoval with the early lead. Savoy for Dutchtown on the right side, loses it. And now here comes Sandoval as Perez has it. Trying to get it over to Brant Lawless, but a good job by Broussard. And now Shea has it on the right side, gets through, but a second defender blocks him. Now, good job getting it inside. Now from about 30 out, as Springer trying to get through traffic, but good defense by the Gators. And now here comes Manchester again, just breezes past the defender, trying to get it to Perez. He's there, and maybe an opportunity, but good defense so far. And good job by the Griffins right there, keeping Perez from making it 2-0, and you have a trip and a foul. So Manchester hits the ground. And he's trying to stretch things out, and he looks like he's ready at the 33-minute mark. So here's another opportunity for the Gators. Looks like that's going to be taken from Tommy Frazier. And actually, it's going to be Lawless. No, he fakes it now, Frazier. Looks like he's going to get it over to Lawless. He'll try to set up with the cross, but it's knocked away. It's going to go out and a throw in for Sandoval. So another opportunity for the Gators. So Abram Lawless trying to make something happen in the corner. Good defense. Push from behind. Free kick, Dutchtown. So Sandoval scores at the 30-minute mark from Manchester as a sub comes in. This is Colson Carreras coming in for Dutchtown, for Sandoval. Abram Lawless checking out for the Gators. So they get it over to Brady Carroll. Setting up with Caleb Barrow. Now right side with Landry, Bradley Landry, trying to pass downfield and getting through, and the pass. Shea not there. And it's going to, is it going to be a throw-in or is it going to be a goal kick or a free kick? Looks like they're going to go with the free kick. Windy day, cold day. In case you couldn't tell. If you don't know how cold it is, look at the goalie, Whitmer. He's trying to stay warm. He's got the shutout so far, too. So they'll drop it over to Carroll. 50-50 ball, headed away. Good job by Seener. Now Seener on the left side trying to get it through to Perez. Cannot. Perez has it now. Nice pass, give and go, and now here's Perez with some space. Trying to get in center, a little wide. Now Manchester will set it up. He'll try to go center too, and contact, and cleared by Dutchtown. Now, see Fierro. That'll give and go. Manchester, and saved by Carroll. Weak attempt right there. Good defense by the Griffins. as we now approach 3 minutes. Remember, at 2 minutes, the clock will stop on your screen, and the official scorekeepers will keep score on the field because of stoppage time. We don't expect a lot of stoppage time. So I doubt that there will be much, if any, stoppage time here, at least so far. And now Fletcher trying to cross, but it's knocked out, and we'll get a throw in for the Griffins. Or excuse me, for the Gators. So Wilson can't hold on to it. Now Dutchtown will try to set up, trying to get a late equalizer here in the first half as we're about to hit that 2-minute mark. Savoy trying to do something. Header by Brizard. He gets it back. He'll try to do something, and a whistle, and he's going to commit the foul. And he's going to get the yellow card, and he's going to have to step out. And so he'll be replaced by David Rivera, number 3. So you see on the replay as trips Frazier from behind. 50-50 ball. Manchester wins it. He'll set up. And now we're inside that 2 minutes. And like I said, not much stoppage time expected. So we're getting close to the end of this first half. Santa Maria leading 1-0. On a goal from Manchester with about 10 minutes remaining in the first half. But the pass is stolen, and now here's an opportunity for Savoy. Gets it inside, now kicks it left. Now the pass left side, and it's a race to the ball, and the goalkeeper wins. As you see, the two sides kind of butt heads, and we're going to have a whistle and a sub, perhaps, with the head-to-head collision. So they're going to walk it out. And Fuentes is going to have to check in for Dutchtown. So playtime has stopped right here. So we might get a little extra stoppage time here at the last moments of this first half. So you see the Santa Maria players trying to stay warm. It's easy for the non-goalkeepers to keep warm because they're running. They're going to get cold very quickly at halftime, though, probably. So you take it out to midfield, and it's won by Dutchtown as you see Springer will pass it back. And now here comes Dutchtown with one possible last scoring opportunity in them. Or maybe Santa Maria, you got to pass inside, but offsides. That was an easy one to call. Lawless was behind the defenders by at least 2-3 yards. So now Dutchtown will have to work quickly if they want to get anything before halftime. So this may be that final opportunity for them before we get to the half. I see Carroll moving up. He's about 30 yards out of the goal. Now he's going to have to drop back quickly because Manchester has possession, and it'll be a Gator throw-in. So now the header. And Perez trying to do something with it, has possession. He's got two helpers down there and still dancing around. Turnaround shot wide as it stays in. So here's Senior with it. And now an opportunity for the Gators again, but knocked away. And so that one is cleared, and now Fletcher will center it. And taken by Rivera, and a whistle, and we are at the half. And so a successful first half for the Amant Gators as you get the goal from Manchester 30 minutes in, and our score at the half, Amant 1, Dutchtown 0. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will talk about a lot of things involving these two teams, and as well as D1 and D2 soccer. So stay tuned. We'll take a break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Here in Louisiana, our culture is the drumbeat of our lives. It's in everything we do. Sport, play, and staying connected. And REV is here to help you keep up with it all with buku speed. Internet speed that keeps going, connecting people across 10 parishes with homegrown support and service right in your backyard. Welcome to the next level in speed and reliability. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. As you see the District 5 Division 1 soccer records, I'm Jeff Porsche, and it's halftime here at the pit, and it's 1-0 Santa leading Dutchtown here at the half. Denham Springs, they're so good this season, 4-0-0, trying to have a perfect record in district play and a perfect win, or undefeated season. Now they do have the tie, but that would be an amazing record, an amazing job by them, as the regular season ends on Monday. And so they have a chance to go perfect in district and perfect on the season. East Ascension right now is in second. Santa Ma, with a win here, could leapfrog East Ascension, at least for the time being. Dutchtown, they could also leapfrog East Ascension and Santa Ma if they could come back and get a win. Walker and Live Oak are kind of the teams that are putting up the rear, I guess, or bringing up the rear here in District 5 Division 1. Now, Dutchtown, they're the visitors, and you see that Santa Ma's played 4 games in districts. Dutchtown has only played 2, so they have to get 3 games in by Monday if they're going to finish their district season. And when you look at Dutchtown's district schedule, they lost 1-0 to Denham Springs, and they played very competitively with Denham Springs. Only lost 1-0. They had an easy win against Walker. You got 2 hard games right here. Santa Ma, our Rev Game of the Week. Now we'll see if they can play on Friday or not. They probably can. Everything ought to be cleared by then. They would get East Ascension over at Griffin Field, and then on Monday, the last regular season game on the last regular season day would be a home game against Live Oak. So they could finish second in district if they can come back and win here and win on Friday. So a lot at stake here for the Griffins. Now, of course, a lot at stake here for Santa Ma, and maybe for different reasons, because they've already played 4 games in district, so they're done after today. So if they still have a chance at finishing second, especially if they beat Dutchtown, because that's one of the teams that they're competing with. East Ascension's up there too. Now they would lose head-to-head because, or they wouldn't lose head-to-head. They had to tie. Excuse me. So it's gonna. They're let's just say they're competitive with East Ascension. East Ascension had that nice tie. You saw that in December on our Rev Game of the Week. They tied against Walker. That's probably a little bit of a disappointment. But then they came back and rebounded and have done really well. Live Oak 6-1. They played very competitively with Denham Springs too. They lost 3-2. So they have been improving. Both of these teams have been improving as the season has gone along, and that's what you want to do. You want to start out and you don't want to play badly, but you want to play some teams that can make you play better at the end of the season. So they don't want to play an easy schedule. They play hard schedules. They play some good teams. They lost some of those games, but both of these teams have benefited from playing those teams, I guess is what you could say. So as far as the boys' power rankings in Ascension Parish, you see on the left, it's a logjam. And right now, Santa Ma's at 15. If they beat Dutchtown, they could leapfrog all the way to the top. And like I said, district is important. And, of course, they want to place high in district. But they don't care where they finish as long as they can get a home playoff game. And so they don't care if they finish fourth in district and get a first-round home playoff game. That would be just fine and dandy for them. And right now, East Ascension's at 14, Santa Ma's at 15, Dutchtown's at 16. So right now, all three of them would be hosting a first-round playoff game, but they have no room for error. So if Dutchtown loses today, they might drop down to 17 or 18, and that would put them in a road spot with very few games left to play. So it's a must-win for both teams. Prairieville, you see, Coach Garcia, we talked about him, the former coach here at Santa Ma. He has them playing really well, and they're 7 in the power rankings, so they might wind up getting 2 home playoff games if they can keep winning until next Monday. Now on the girls' side, Santa Ma, we saw them last week against Prairieville, and they had the 3-1 victory, and they are having a great season, and so they look like they're going to get possibly a couple of home playoff games. Dutchtown has some work to do. They're at 17. That's a road playoff game in the first round. You want to get to 16 because the 16-17, the 16 plays at home. East Ascension, they're going to be in the postseason. They have some work to do to get a home playoff game. And in Prairieville, the girls, we saw them a couple of times last week. They're ranked 9th, and I want to talk about them a little bit because they had a very historic game on Saturday. They played at home against Livonia, and I was there and I saw them play, and they defeated the Livonia team by a score 6-0, and that was a winner-take-all district championship game, and they routed the Livonia team and won that game. So they wound up becoming the Division II District 6 champions in their first season, and that's really important because not only does it give them a district championship, but it is also the first ever district champion in any sport in the history of Prairieville High School. Now the boys are still competing, and they still have a couple of games left to play, but they could also win a district title under Coach Garcia. So that's something that we're going to keep our eye on as well. So you could have, within a week's space of time, the first 2 district champions in the history of Prairieville High School. And I talked to Coach Goodall about it, and of course he said he's really proud. And one of the things that Goodall is going to be is very humble, and he's going to get a lot of the credit because he's the head coach, but one of the things he's always talked about is he's got great assistants. He's got Coach Cunningham as his assistants, Coach Knockan as well. And so it's a product of his assistants, and it's also a product of those players. He's got he's got a young team, he's got a small team, but they got a lot of heart and they're coached really well. And so one of the things that he says about his team, though, is there's some serious big hitter schools in the AP, and we just want to come in and complement what's already in place. And he's done more than that. He's not only complimented them, he's played really well against them, as you saw them play really well against East Ascension in Santa Ma, but he wound up getting a district title out of all this. And he's playing in Division II, though. The Prairieville soccer teams are playing in Division II because there is a split, or there is no split. All the select and non-select schools play together in soccer, and so because of the low enrollment the first year at Prairieville, they wound up being put into Division II because their enrollment is about 500 or so less than any other school in Ascension Parish as far as those Division I schools go. So that's why they're in Division II. Now the state soccer finals, that's something that Dutchtown has had a lot of experience with. As we talked about, Coach Dyer has taken them twice, and the girls have also gone once on the Dutchtown side. That's going to be in about 1 month. That's going to be on Saturday, February 22nd, 2025. The girls play at 5, the boys play at 7, and that's on the D1 side, and it's going to be played over at SLU. And so what we'll do right now is take a short break and come back for the second half. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Here in Louisiana, our culture is the drumbeat of our lives. It's in everything we do. Sport, play, and staying connected. And REV is here to help you keep up with it all with buku speed. Internet speed that keeps going, connecting people across 10 parishes with homegrown support and service right in your backyard. Welcome to the next level in speed and reliability. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Welcome back to the REV Game of the Week. We're about 30 seconds into the second half between Dutchtown and Sanamaw. And here comes an opportunity for Dutchtown, but it's cleared. But Dutchtown will stay on the aggressive. And Miliota will get it inside. Now Brizard will set up. Trying to get it to Savoy. And get the header and the fight for the ball, and Dutchtown comes out on top, and they'll drop back and set up. Brizard in the middle, close to midfield, gets it to Savoy, trying to pass right, but taken away, and now Dutchtown has it again. Little run there by Brizard, and he will throw it in quickly. And taken away by the Gators. But stolen, and now here's an opportunity trying to go left, and it's over to Whitmer as he may have been trying to get it to Corsetto on the left side, and unsuccessful. It's 1-0 Gators with the lead. Manchester scored a goal about 30 minutes in on a beautiful shot off the far post. And that's the only score so far. Dutchtown playing aggressive here in the second half, trying to get an early equalizer. Wilson throws it in, but it's taken away by the Gators. And errant pass, and they tried a little pass inside, unsuccessful, and it's taken away by the Gators. Corsetto had an opportunity there but could not convert. And now here comes Perez on the right side. May try to cross here, but it's knocked away. Good job by Damon Davis. And it's going to be a throw-in. So Lawless throws it inside. And here's Brant Lawless. Trying to find some space, cannot. Now Frazier. Going to go on the left side to Manchester, cleared. Frazier gets it back. Manchester Always dangerous. Good stop. Now tries is an opportunity, and it's saved by Brady Carroll. Easy save for the Griffins. Wind is now blowing again from left to right. That's how we started the game. And it's blowing about at maybe a little more than about 10 miles an hour. That's what the game started off with. It's about 42 degrees out there, so it's cold. And so it's going to be a throw in for Sanama. I think this is Abram Lawless. And the header, Miliotto. Now Broussard has it at midfield, and he's going to try the through ball, and it will not get to Fletcher as the collision between Fletcher and Whitmer. Whitmer wearing the mask, but he's been pretty active. I think he is moving around a lot. He's probably not as cold as he was early in the first half. As now you see Brant Lawless left side as Manchester sets up in the center. Now he's going to throw it in. Actually, Frazier's going to throw it in, and he gets it over to Brant Lawless. And a whistle. May have been a handball. So Dutchtown averts some pressure. As the throw-in goes to Carroll. Tries to get it to Fuentes. Sandoval has possession, and they will set up. So they brought back. You see Jace Golson right there with possession. And he will try to get it center. Knocked away by Dutchtown. This is Caleb Barrow. And here's a pass inside and an opportunity for Dutchtown to push from behind. No whistle, and a shot blocked and cleared. As Noah Cressetto had an opportunity and a great save by Cohen Whitmer. As we see right there, you see the shot, and Whitmer makes the save. And now a corner opportunity, the first corner kick of the afternoon for Dutchtown. So Seth Miliotto will handle that. Actually, they're going to do a throw-in. So not the corner kick. It's going to be a throw-in, but still dangerous as he gets it inside. The header away. Actually, that was a Dutchtown header that goes wide, and now Manchester is racing downfield. That's the way that they scored their initial goal, on a counter. As Dutchtown was playing very aggressive, and then you had the transition as Manchester on a counter beat the defense downfield and got the first goal of the game about 30 minutes into the first half. Now another opportunity for Sandoval as Perez tries to get it inside. They cannot get it to him. Now Manchester's tripped, and a whistle. So here's an opportunity again for the Gators. 7 minutes in to the second half. Second goal would be big right here. You see Frazier and Manchester right there. Looks like initially Manchester may take the kick. Now Frazier sets up. We'll see what happens. It's going to be Frazier. Nope. There's Manchester blocked early on and goes into the air straight to Brady Carroll. So good job right there. Didn't see who got his foot on it for Dutchtown. And it's going to be a throw-in again. 1-0 our score. This is Miliotto. Tries to get it to Springer, and here's a whistle. And he's got the yellow card out. And so, number 6 heading to the bench, Jace Fierro. So now Springer gets back on his feet. Jake Shea waiting to check in. So we'll see who handles the kick. Looks like it's coming from Austin Wilson. It is. And he gets it inside. 50-50 header. Headed away by Sanama. Broussard gets it back inside, but now it's cleared by the Gators for the moment. Another header, and now an opportunity for the Gators, 4-on-3, but they get it all the way back to Carroll. He's going to have to get back very quickly. He's not in goal right now, but he gets back in time. And so they'll kick it out of bounds, and defense will set up. As you see, Abram Lawless to throw it in. So the header back and forth. And now an opportunity for Perez on the right side, and he loses it. And it'll be a goal kick. Good defense right there by Seth Miliotto. Brady Carroll gave up that one goal. He did have one nice save on a Lawless attempt. And now trying to get it inside to Gavin Broussard, number 50, and a whistle. Looked like maybe a shoulder. And it'll be Sanama possession. And Lawless tries to get it inside to Manchester. Header right there by Wilson. Back to Manchester from about 25 out, and it's high off the crossbar of the football goal posts. So a nice look, a little high. 12 minutes in. Sanama holding on to the 1-0 lead. And tried to pass it right, unsuccessful. Now Manchester will work through traffic. He's got great footwork. And now Broussard inside, drops back. Manchester left, loses it. Throw in coming from Austin Wilson. As a little bump and a throw in for Dutchtown. Wilson will do it again. Just past midfield. One thing that Jolie and I like to talk about is the size of the fields. And the size of the fields here at Sanama and East Ascension a little bit smaller because there's no track around the field, and so the benches and the stands are very close to the field of play. So the fields are a little bit shorter, and so you lose more balls out of bounds perhaps on these fields than maybe Prairieville or Dutchtown. But here comes an opportunity. Perez loses it, but Frazier there to take over. Now you have the steal. Wilson now going on the left side to Miliotto. So now Miliotto fighting for it. Now an opportunity. This is Savoy for Dutchtown past midfield. Now Brizard, as you see Dutchtown making a run, and a header knocks it away, but Dutchtown has a couple of players down there, and now here's an opportunity inside, and a kick, and missed, and then a rebound in, and a goal, and we are tied. Jake Shea ties it for Dutchtown. He missed on his initial attempt, was able to stay with it, and then came back and scored the goal, as you see right there, from about 8 yards out, and we are tied. Like it always seems to be between Dutchtown and Sanama. Neither team seems to take the lead for long. So 14 minutes in, Jake Shea ties it. Manchester had the first goal of the night. Jake Shea has the second. So it's 1-1, and here comes Dutchtown on the offensive now. Maybe feeling a little momentum on their side. Preston Springer, center. Good footwork, now going over to Shea inside, and not there. As he tried to get to Crescetto. Still in play, though. And there's Shea with another shot, and a good save by Whitmer. So Jake Shea feeling it right now. And so we are tied. These last 25 minutes are going to be good. And remember, we don't play for overtime here. We had that historic overtime game a couple of years ago. That was in a playoff game. Playoff games go overtime, and regular season games do not. As Sandoval had a great opportunity there, but no points. Now here comes Dutchtown again, 3-on-4, and they're trying to get it left side. That's Shea racing to it. Lawless gets to it first, but Shea gets it back, and he hits the ground. No whistle. And still pressure by Dutchtown, and now you're going to get the whistle. They're asking for a yellow on the Dutchtown bench. I don't think they got it. As Savoy, I believe, was a player who was tripped. So Dutchtown, all of a sudden, has gotten very aggressive. Trying to get the 2-1 lead. And it goes in. And still on the ground, and attempted in. It's a goal! And Dutchtown takes the lead. Jake Shea does it again. From the right foot. And Dutchtown all of a sudden has a 2-1 lead on Sandoval. Quick strike at 15 minutes and 17 minutes. Things have changed all of a sudden. Sandoval was looking good as they got the first half goal from Manchester, but now Shea has gotten back-to-back scores in about a 2.5-minute span. And now here's an opportunity again. This is Fletcher trying left side. Savoy has it. Good defense by Sandoval. So there's Brizard. Still putting the pressure on Sandoval, but Manchester steals it. Now you got a 3-on-3, and a good job right there by Barrow knocking it away and allowing Dutchtown to make the transition. Tommy Frazier gets it inside to Abram Lawless. Now Brant Lawless passes it inside, and it's lost by Frazier. And there's Shea and Manchester, the only goal scorers of the night, making a little contact there, out of bounds. And it's Santa Maria possession. Trying a little give and go to Manchester, not there. Springer gets it away. Now Golson passes it over to Broussard. Back to Golson. Now to Lawless. And it's taken away by the Griffins. Oh, and Lawless, I think, was about to come out of the game, or maybe just lost track of the ball there. No, he was walking away and had an opportunity there, but it went past him. Now the throw in from the Griffins. And now here comes another opportunity. Fletcher, nice pass over to Shea. Can he get the hat trick? He's stuck in the corner, and it goes out, and it'll be a throw in. So Jake Shea, 2 goals. Can he get the third? Fletcher will throw it in. And Shea got his foot on it. It goes out. He's calling for the corner. And I think they're going to get it. So Broussard will handle the corner for the Griffins. And you can see Shea line up right next to Whitmer. They're almost back to back as they're going to get it inside. Quick, and a header over the goalposts. Scary moment there for the Gators, but they survive as we are past the halfway point in the second half. This game has changed completely in the last 5 minutes as 2 goals from Jake Shea. Makes it 2-1. Dutchtown with the lead. I don't think we've heard the last from Santa Maria, though. Santa Maria sets up with Frazier. Looking for Manchester left. 50-50 ball. Won by the Gators. Perez in the corner. And it's going to be throw in. So Dutchtown will get possession. And it gets inside to Savoy. And a good block. Now they'll go left with Frazier. Try to get it inside. Lawless, not there. Carreras off his own player. Now Lawless gets it back to Frazier. Now over to Golson. Now we're on the right side. Trying to go inside with Perez. Perez trying to get some space and do something. Cannot get there yet. Now he goes left side over to Frazier, and it's stolen. And they try to get a quick pass into Fletcher, but knocked away by Santa Maria. Now Frazier will get it center, midfield. 23 minutes in. Santa Maria got the first goal 30 minutes into the first half. Dutchtown has both of the goals here in the second half. They lead 2-1. As you see an attempt there. Easy save. That's at Senior. Saved by Carroll. He's going to take his time. Taking a little breather, I guess. Now Broussard, challenge from behind, and a good job by Barrow of blocking the pass. Springer has it for the Griffins. Now Miliotto. Springer, 50-50 ball. And Santa gets it. Dutchtown looking for a whistle. They will not get one. Lawless. Now over to Fierro. Taking their time. Arsenault has it. Trying to set up. Switch left. Now trying to get it inside. Lawless loses it to Wilson. Quick throw in. Now Manchester, nice move in the corner and knocked away. Good defense by Dutchtown. Manchester fought for it, cannot get it, goes out, and a throw in for the Griffins. 15 minutes remaining. Good shot right there of Coach Hooprich. A little concerned right now. You're going to get some subs coming in. I see Edwin Fuentes coming in for Dutchtown. As you see Coach Dyer. Dutchtown was always good in soccer, but they became great when he took over the program. He kind of changed the dynamic between these two schools because before Coach Dyer got here, Santa was the more successful program and had won a lot of head-to-head matchups with Dutchtown. But since Coach Dyer showed up, Dutchtown has kind of had the upper hand. And they're looking to keep it right here, but there's Fuentes with the steal, gets through, shot, save. Right into Whitmer. Fuentes almost stole one right there. Now the header, and Manchester trying to get through, has to get back to it. He's got Perez center. He's going to try to do something with it, get a little space, and the shot blocked. Davis with the block. Now Frazier. Manchester inside, cross, nobody home. And it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go to Dutchtown. Good shot right there, number 17, Noah Crusetto. We'll give it over to number 26, Bradley Landry. Now to get it inside, and a dangerous situation. Gets through everybody. Nobody's in goal. The defenders are there. And Perez had an opportunity and a whistle. And Perez kind of threw his hands in the air as he lost it, had the chance to see, as you saw right there in the corner of your screen, Brady Carroll sprinting back to the goal. And so the 50-50 ball won initially by Dutchtown, and now an opportunity for Seto to Landry. Now going right, loses it. Tried to get it to Savoy. Brizard has it now back to Springer. And now Santa trying to get back on the offensive. But now here comes Dutchtown as they try to get the through ball. And there's a man there. He's onside, but it gets all the way to Whitmer. And he throws it very quickly across to the right side. And Santa down one, approaching the 10-minute mark, trying to get an equalizer here. Perez to Frazier. Getting inside a Lawless. Moving around and too much for Carreras. He throws it in. Manchester. Left side. Trying to get it to Perez. Dutchtown there. Now the ball inside. In traffic. Dutchtown knocks it away. Still pressure from the Gators. And a turnaround, and it's wide from Perez. Nice idea right there. Just goes wide left. As he finally got enough space to get a shot off, but it was wide. So we approach the 29-minute mark, and it's still Dutchtown 2, Santa Maria 1. Good shot right there, Brady Carroll. It's not giving up a goal here in the second half. It's a good job by the Dutchtown defense in general. And a good job by Jake Shea getting a couple of goals to give Dutchtown the lead. Now Fuentes has it. Now he moves it to the right. And there's Shea. Now to Wilson, and he's off sides downfield. So Fuentes a little anxious. So now approaching 10 minutes remaining. 75% of this second half is gone. Broussard for the Griffins, and they get it downfield to Fuentes. Goes through his foot and racing for it, and it's still up for grabs, and you have the ball cleared and a whistle as you saw Springer kind of fly over Tommy Frazier. And so it'll be Santa Maria possession. I don't think Springer's happy with that call. This is where I wish Jolie was here so she could explain that one a little clearer, because I don't want to say something and then be completely off on that one. As you see the pass, successful. Try to switch, but Springer is there. Quick throw in. And it's going to be a throw in for the Gators one more time. Senior. Little move taken away by Springer again. And it looks like Golson may throw it in. A couple of Griffins waiting to check in at the next stoppage. And trying to get it inside. Still up for grabs. Now taken away by Dutchtown. And it goes out. It'll be a throw in for the Griffins. And so we'll get, I believe, some subs coming in right here. 7, 8, and 16. That's going to be Miliotto, Fletcher, Cade Foley. So 32 minutes have passed. And this is about the point where you would expect Santa Maria to really try to put that pressure on and get that goal. Good block, but I believe it's a handball. Oh, boy. Here's an opportunity for the Gators. So it's going to be a free kick from 40 out. Tommy Frazier will handle it. This could be interesting. And tries to get it high. Header cleared for the moment. Santa Maria, a little confusion, and so the ball drops all the way back down to midfield, and they'll set up all the way back to the goalkeeper. So now the final 7 minutes. And you know that with guys like Perez and Manchester, Santa Maria can easily tie this game quickly. As Dutchtown tries to get another opportunity, Fletcher has it on the right side. Nice move. He's got two guys with him in the pass, and it's knocked away by the goalkeeper, still out, and a good job by Santa Maria. That was a 3-on-1 opportunity to make it 3-1. And Dutchtown gets nothing out of it. And now here comes Santa Maria with the pass, and it's going to be taken away, and we have the whistle. They call offsides. Dutchtown dodges a bullet. As you see right there, 5:45 plus stoppage time. So we're into the last 6 to 7 minutes of this match. So Carroll will take his time, obviously, with the lead. Header. Some pressure. So goes over the head of the Dutchtown defender. And they'll try to set up and maybe make something happen here. Fletcher hits the ground, no whistle. Fierro. And that was Senior who loses it. And so you have a couple of subs coming in. Maybe just one. That's Savoy. And he's going to get it, the header. Left side, another header by Fletcher. Trying to get it over to the right side, cannot. And Santa Maria with the defense. Manchester has it. And now trying to make something happen with Perez, center. Nice pass left to Lawless, and he is offsides with 4 minutes left in the match. It's a good idea, but they threw the flag up very quickly. Crowd got pretty big. They're cold, though. I have my cap on. I've got my fleece jacket. And I'm indoors, but the window's open. So that's my excuse. One of the coldest games we've ever done. I think the coldest game we've ever done in recent years was the girls' soccer semifinal between Dutchtown and North Shore. I think it got in the 30s that night. Goes out of bounds. Quick throw in. They're ready. Frazier throws it down to Manchester. Here's an opportunity for the Gators.
Come on, Gary.
Trying to do something. And there's a shot. And fist save by Carroll. Oh, boy. That could have been the equalizer right there. And now you see right there Senior and a collision with Fletcher, and it's going to be Dutchtown possession. So both coaches are getting a little excited here. You saw Coach Dyer right there at midfield. Coach Hooperich also out there at midfield. As you see the double header right there. And trying to put some pressure on them with the 2-1 lead. Fletcher takes a shot. It's wide, so just the attempt. And they're going to get a corner out of it. As Whitmer could not keep possession. So Broussard will handle the corner kick. A goal right here would be basically the clincher, as we have about 2 to 3 minutes remaining. And it's going to be wide. It hits off of the bar of the football goal posts. So we got about 2 minutes remaining. So now it is do or die for the Gators. And the header, Dutchtown still trying to put pressure. Goes out. It's going to be a throw in for the Griffins. And now the header again from Dutchtown. Santa Maria has to do something, or else they're going to lose 2-1 right here. Now here's your opportunity. Perez trying to work through two defenders, bracketed very closely. Tries to get to the corner. Good defense by Dutchtown. Senior saves it, header back. And now Maddox Parker trying to do something. Keeping possession, guarded by Fletcher. And a pass to the corner. Manchester's there, but it's headed away by Barrow. And a quick throw in coming. This might be the last chance for Santa Maria as it goes in, and a grab and a save by Carroll. So now Carroll will take his time. You see him just kind of taking his time, and you have a whistle, and you might get a you get a yellow card for the for a delay right there. He didn't have to throw the ball 20 yards up in the air probably. And so now he's going to have to step away. Now Dalton McKnight is going to have to go in goal. Oh, this would be so costly. But he kind of extended that delay right there. I understand why he might have got carded. And now you got an ice-cold goalie who's been sitting on the bench all day for the last minute of this game. And so now they're trying to argue about the kick. This is going to be from about 18 yards out. So you hear Coach Dyer saying, "What's the call? Why are they getting a free kick out of this?" And there it is, and it's up and it's knocked away. Dalton McKnight did it. And now you're going to get a corner off the crossbar. And so they're going to say that they're going to attempt the corner from the right side. Frazier has it. McKnight still in goal. Carroll is out after the yellow. And there's a header away by Dutchtown. And the goalkeeper is out. Whitmer is out for Santa Maria as an extra offensive player. And it goes out. And you're going to get the throw in for the Gators. Carroll is waiting to come back in the game, but he cannot right now. This is very dramatic here in the last moments of this game, as a header will go out and you're going to get another throw in. Still, you got to be towards the end of stoppage time, as the header and another header and an attempt blocked, and they're going to let it roll away, and it should be a goal kick. And now I believe they may call a corner. I think that the Dutchtown defenders thought that it was off of a Santa Maria player, but now they're going to rule a corner kick, and now Carroll still cannot get into the game. Frazier, another opportunity. And it's on the ground, and it's going through, and it's blocked, and it's another attempt, and it is wide. And now Carroll can come into the game. So Dalton McKnight in goal for the most pressure he's probably seen all season. So in case you are just tuning in, Dutchtown, Carroll had the ball, and they were kind of taking their time because they had the 2-1 lead in stoppage time, but then he threw the ball up 20 yards in the air, and so the officials gave him a yellow card, and so McKnight had to come in, and he made a save off of the crossbar that kept this game from being tied. And now Carroll is back in goal, and Dutchtown still has the lead, and they're going to win it. That was about as intense the last couple of minutes as you're going to see in a boys' soccer match. And Dutchtown comes out on top with the 2-1 victory. So you get a couple of goals from Shea in the second half, and that is the difference, as he got them about 15 minutes into the second half and about 17 minutes into the second half. Manchester had the first goal of the day with about 30 minutes into the first half, making it 1-0. But Shea and the Griffins get two more, and they win, and they survive at the end in spite of a yellow card from their goalkeeper, Brady Carroll, as McKnight had to come in and make the final save of the day off the crossbar. And so Dutchtown fights back in the second half and gets the win. And so Dutchtown improves to 2-1 in district play. They are now in position to finish second in district. They still have a couple of matches left to go. They are now 5-7-5 on the year. Santa Maud drops to 9-9-5 and 1-2-2 in district. And so that's going to conclude our broadcast. Now, we're not going to tell you about our upcoming games because everything is up in the air, because we're about to get about 2 to 3 days of snow and school closures and all that type of stuff. So stay tuned, and you want to go to our YouTube channel, REV Sports, and we will keep you up to date there, and you can find out which games we're going to be covering next week. But this may do it for the week, but stay tuned. We will keep you in the know once we know what's going to happen. And so I want to thank everybody for this broadcast, and I want to thank Jolie Hartman for all the knowledge she's given me of soccer so I could survive this on my own, because that was tough here today. But Andre did a great job, and want to thank all of our camera operators, Zane, Priya, Nolan, and you got Courtney out here. Even though Nolan had to complain about the cold, he did a great job here today. And Andre, of course, our director, and Lau Boudreau, our producer, as always. So thanks a lot. Our final score, Dutchtown wins 2-1 over Santa Maud. I'm Jeff Porsche. You have been watching the REV Game of the Week.